Hello boys, Yoshi here, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch. In the last episode, we went through dealing with a couple of stuff and extra things, and, well, yeah. It was mostly storyline craziness. We tried to finish the game, but we didn't. So I guess we're just continuing on with the storyline, whatever it is. Anyways, to try and balance out the game a little bit, we've put Ricky back in as the party leader, and we're putting Fiora and Dunban as the assistants this time. It is yet another strategy I found out about just now that is able to affect Rike. And at the moment we can go to the final battle, but I do not actually want to do that. I have to explore a couple of areas first, so we need to do some other stuff first. The first thing we should probably do is go for that and try and complete level 4. Still blocking that, but that's fine. We're going to go to our quest log, and we're going to finish the Securing Provisions quest that we got from earlier, which is in Colony 6, as you might have guessed. And now, if we wanted to, we can actually warp around the areas. So now that the storyline is mostly done, we need to head around the areas and see what side quests have appeared. And yes, it's been a long time since I've used any of these characters, because I've been mostly focusing on other stuff right now. So I guess while I'm here, I'm gonna remove, what is it? You no longer really need AP up or XP up. The XP up has just been pointless now. Because I found out that the XP up is pointless unless all 7 characters have the same exact amount of experience. It's literally useful for catching up someone else, and that's it. So I'm going to replace whatever this weak thing is with our Quick Step 5 again to get from Melia to equip to him. Since Ricky hasn't had his gear upgraded in a while, we are going to try and do that. That's as best as we can. But it kind of looks like I think he had Strength up 4 on his set. Now the Brave set is probably one of the better sets we could use if we wanted to, but that being said, I do want to kind of change the game plan a little bit. I'm going to give him some initial tension instead of agility. In case you're wondering, we did collect a couple of gear pieces that we can equip, so that's what we're doing now. We didn't have a lot for a while, but now we have quite a few of them. Stuff. Okay. This is the one I said I would price with something special, but I completely forgot what it was. I don't think you even need an HP up anymore. I'm gonna actually replace that with muscle instead, because it's so close to max HP already that the HP will literally be wasted. And in case you're wondering, as you might have mentioned, Alice, from a different video, we actually gave Ricky this really cool appearance set, which you can apparently do in this game that I never found out about until quite a while later. You can do that, apparently. Oh yeah, I do want actually agility. I was just looking to see if I had agility 5, and I don't. And you still have the spike Most of the other characters have already been equipped up already. Like, Fiora's been equipped for quite some time. When I tried to check her ability, she had literally the same thing as before. So, we're just gonna go like this and see what we could do. And yes. And we're setting this up because currently Riki... Oh, a collapsed Entia mysteriously has appeared.
Who's this? Ain't she the one who attacked us in the capital?
You! Tyrea! What are you doing here? You're hurt.
Do not touch me, vile girl.
Well.
Watch it. Oh.
Tyrea, what happened?
Is she dead?
No. It looks like she just passed out. Let's get her to the infirmary. Rhine?
Come on, why me?
I mean, I know I have been saying that I like using Char a lot for the boss fights, but I feel like I've used her a little too much for the boss fights. Riki in particular was kind of neglected for a while, so I think it's time to continue.
When the Bionis awoke, the ether flow around the colony became unstable.
Okay.
Maybe that's why she lost consciousness.
No, that's not what I meant.
You mean, why didn't she become a Telethia?
Precisely.
For pure-blooded high Entia to become Telethia, the ether energy surrounding the Bionis has to be above a certain level. Luckily, the level of ether energy here is not as high as on the upper regions of Bionis. That may be what kept her safe.
Okay. This is a cutscene for just a side quest. Wow.
No.
I didn't even know there could be side quests. Side quests could have this.
I know what you mean. We'll have to keep an eye on her recovery.
Why does she hate you so much, Melia? You're both high Entia. Is being pure-blooded really that important?
Tyrea's birth mother is most likely my stepmother. You don't mean Yumea? Yes. I heard about it from Callian after I returned from the tomb. Mother was the leader of the Inquisitors, a secretive organization operating in the shadows of the Imperial household. The group plotted to maintain the Imperial bloodline through a clandestine ritual. A ritual where Tyrea was conceived.
And she was secretly raised as an Inquisitor assassin. Hold on a sec. Are you saying that Tyrea is Callian's half-sister?
Wow.
That's right.
Okay.
Then isn't she in the same position as you? Mm-hmm.
I was just walking around trying to do some side quests, and all of a sudden this cutscene pops up. What is this?
You're awake.
I had more right to the throne than she ever did. Were it not for the consort system that has so polluted the pride of our people, it would have been me, a pure-blooded high Entia who would build the future of our people. But you are a hypocrite, just like me. If we are honest, what is the difference? You too would take the lives of your own people to protect your bloodline. Melia, you too are nothing but an assassin.
You're wrong.
I don't buy that for a second.
Rhine.
Pride of your people? How about you're jealous of Melia?
Do you really think I would be jealous of her?
Ain't ya? You're envious of her, right? Of how she lives her life. You just want everyone to feel sorry for you, for being in the shadows all your life.
How dare you? No one speaks to me like that.
I'm saying that you'll never have a life like Melia's. You don't have the faintest idea why Melia's been fighting. Even if you'd been born in her place, the Emperor still would have chosen her as his successor. Succeeding the Imperial line ain't all about blood. It's about taking on the will to do whatever it takes. For your land, for your people, when the time comes. That's what makes Melia different from you.
How dare you?
Both of you, stop this! This is no time for pointless bickering.
He's right. We survivors shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Right, time's up. I want the room cleared out.
Yeah, okay.
And you need to calm down and get some rest. Ugh.
I can't believe it. We just rescued an evil girl who wanted to assassinate us at one point. And what is going on?
Me? Envious? I only think of my people. What is that?
Uh-huh. Oh. This is just a side quest. This is just a side quest. What is with it?
Look! Over there! The colony!
Telethia!
Guys! She's gone.
Tyrea, you mean? Could that Telethia be her?
No. At least, I'm fairly certain.
What?
There's no time now. We must pursue it.
This is just a side quest, dude. This is just an optional quest. Why? Why did it have to have that dialogue? Okay, that actually kind of surprised me. Well, back into Machina Forest, I guess. In the middle of the, you know what, I guess. It's the best spot to go. Wow, okay. Oh, wow, all the way down there? Okay, then. Whatever you say.
It must be Tyrea after all. What do we do? Do we have to fight her?
There's no time to think about it. Ready yourselves.
Here I thought this would just be a simple thing, but nope. It's a level 80 as well. How are we supposed to know that it's a level 80? No, Bubba. No way in heck I'm fighting a level 80 this early on in the game. Whew, okay then. What a weird quest. Just leading us into a trap like that. We haven't even started the main storyline yet, and we're already being led into traps like that? Sheesh. It's like, a good thing there's a runaway mechanic. Looks like we're gonna be coming back to that quest later, when there's not anything crazy. Alright. Looks like we're going to the Teffer Cave now. I think this is finally where we get to do the stinking, thing that I've been waiting on, trying to do for quite a while. I think this is where we finally head to that hidden area that I was mentioning in Teffer Cave, where you could get 2 really big secret landmarks. The only way to it, however, in normal gameplay is through a secret passage. One of which is normally hidden from the world. You can kind of see faint glows of it, but beyond that, nothing really good. I need to check this. Collect the trader's spare key from near the trader's stopover in Teffer Cave. Alright. Looks like we're going for this first. And yes, we changed character. Well, to be fair, I already mentioned that we changed characters, but we're changing characters again. Now, as you can see, there's a secret area to the back. If you look at our map, it's possible for us to go up this upward area, but it's normally blocked off because, as you can see, we aren't able to jump up on it. So there's actually 2 strategies you have to use to get stuff. I believe the initial strategy I thought of was to go in here first. But it's locked normally, so the only way to get into that normally without rain is, I believe, to use a little trick. So once again, we're kind of stuck here until we can do some stuff. It's also very risky to do strategies like this because we knew, if we do the storyline, that we might miss a quest here. But from the looks of it, everything is remaining mostly the same here. As long as it's not quest short, we'll be fine. Also, whoa, hello little 91 area that I've never seen before. That was hiding from me the entire time, too. Well, okay then. You know what, I'm just gonna do a couple of run tricks, actually. I mean, running away. I mean, the running away strat, and see if I can do anything. Oh, here's the actual... Okay, here's one of the secret areas. The Belfgard Tomb. This is actually an area that you can cheat into by using a glitch. But is normally not accessible until the late game. You kind of just walk through here and do stuff.
What is it?
Honestly, they've got some nerve leaving me out here all alone. Hey, you look like a capable of real bunch. Would you mind if I asked you to help me out with my research? Long ago, the race built the Belfgard Tomb in this very spot. I always knew of its existence, but I could never reach it. The Bionis moved, see, and a once sealed path opened. I could pass up this open opportunity to study it, so I had some defense soldiers escort me, but they ran. First, you need to go into Villa Lake and get me that storybook. It should describe how to open a hidden door in this room. Please hurry. That's the sphere. Don't worry, I'll reward you well. So, this secret spot that you see on the left is actually supposed to be a complete secret area that doesn't open until after the very late game portion of the storyline. That is it. Nothing else, really, here. Beyond that. So, this entire area that you saw on the right, that you might have seen in speedruns, is actually a big cheat within itself. Because there's no true secret area to the right. unless you head to the left. So now that we have... So that's how you are supposed to get into here, by the way. There's a sealed path that gets opened during this part of the storyline. Now, if we were doing this normally, there'd actually be no enemies in here at all, and it'd be kind of awkward, actually. Because when you do a glitch in, I believe it was the 1.1 version of this game on this exact system, the Nintendo Switch, it is possible for you to not have any enemies here at all. Which is very interesting, to say the least, but because we are doing this in normal mode, there are some enemies, so we are going to have to kind of run around here and do stuff. But anyways, I am going to actually run through this whole thing, because if you run all the way to the end, there is another secret path you can take. Assuming you avoid everything. It's a long run, but it'll get us access to another secret check mark. A secondary sheet mark that you can get. And the way I'm kind of doing this is kind of jumping in and around to evade all of the enemies. If you did a cheat, this area would be completely empty. Because we did not do it, we do have some enemies. We want to go all the way into this rightward area here, which when we reach, unlocks a new area, as you can see, known as the Heavenly Willow, which is the big secret area, and that's about it. This is a great secret, as you can see. There's lots of stuff hidden, and we're still not done yet. We can actually still evade the monsters that are attacking us. If we drop down here, we'll end up in our lower area and escape them. The Spring of Grief. Wow, that thing still wants to chase us. Goodness. Sometimes these things chase us for a long time. The way it was set up, I probably should have just taken a death and moved on, but yeah. Now, that was probably a stupid idea to do, but trust me, those markers are a lot more overpowered than you expect. In the normal any % run, you can use those to get all the way to level 50 instantly. That's how big the cheat really is. Largely, from the looks of it, that's all we can do. There's way too high monsters going into the right, and all the quests we picked up are too weak, so we'll have to probably explore for other stuff now, which is probably what we're gonna actually do now. So we'll start checking all the areas, I guess, again in Colony 9 and beyond, because obviously they will have endgame quests now, but the question is whether or not we'll be able to do other stuff beyond that. I will say these quests are for a lot more of a higher level than I initially expected. The game never tells you how high of a level they want you to be, so this is kind of brutal that it's level 70 plus or something. But anyway, we're gonna do this on every single area again. In case you didn't already know. And as you can see, the trader stopover is right next to the Heavenly Willow. So that is one thing that I did want to do for a while, and I made sure to do that as soon as possible, because as you might have noticed, those areas are secret areas that cannot be explored until much later in the game. So by doing that, we were able to gain a couple of levels for essentially free, and Who would not take a couple of levels for free, honestly, at this point? I'd actually known about it since watching a speedrun, but I haven't been able to actually show you to it until later. And now I finally know how to get there, and it's pretty brutal. It requires a lot of pain to do. Ugh. I'm not even sure what I want to do anymore. You know what? I think we actually are kind of stuck now that I think of it. All the stuff doesn't have any secrets. The extra area doesn't have much stuff. The Bionis interior doesn't really have much. We'll still check it anyways, though, because... let me guess. After all this time, the Bionis interior should have probably opened up more at this point, you'd think. This is our first time being in this area for a while. After the big attack things happened, and sure enough, there are now some minions floating around. They are all ether monsters, though. Interesting, there's 2 new monsters that have spawned since appearing here. Previously, this was a pointless area that had almost zip in it. No actual areas and other stuff. Little to be known, it was actually an activation just waiting to happen. So from the looks of it, we have some more actual monsters to kill in here this time. I was starting to get worried. There was like nothing going on here, so it's good to know that we could maybe do a couple of quests here if we wanted to, but anyway. My last check is actually going to not be at the other areas, since most of the other areas have been sealed off. In particular, I think Alchemoth can't be gone to, and cannot be gone to. So I'm literally just checking over the areas that are left. And I don't care what's going on, by the way. If there's any quest that is not part of us trying, we will try and find a way to do it. Sure enough, there is some quests. Well, I kind of expected this, to be fair. This is the end game. More rumors of risk use of red pollen orbs again. Wow. Okay. That 200 experience looks tasty, but I'm guessing it's another trap with another series of quests. Like all the other quests have been. From the looks of it, they aren't really meant to be done this early, because I saw one and I was like, oh, a level 80 quest appears out of nowhere. Still though, I must at least attempt something. Also, whoa. There's a big beast thing in the middle of No Pond Village. I'm not sure what it's doing here, but it looks like High Entia has appeared. Can I ask you a favor? Back in the capital, our dad turned into a Telephia. Now all that's left family is me and my sister Xian. Ah, this is crisis, yes. But Xian still thinks that our dad is going to come for us. I don't want her to tell the truth just yet. She should at least have some kind of memento of our dad. I know a precious object he kept buried in the ground. I didn't get to ask him what it was. He just told me to dig it up if anything ever happened. Ooh, we can go to it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, just as I thought. It's literally just as I thought. Entirety of Alchemoth is brutaled right now. So guess what? I think we don't actually have much of a choice here. The game kind of forced us into a big predicament, and now we have no way to escape it. No way out, and no way into the Fane. Our characters are just stuck at another level, and unless I could find some way of grinding up more, I don't really have a good way of proceeding for the aim now. So from the looks of it, we are going to do that. I know we are in endgame now, obviously, and I know I could do some of the quests, but you know what happened. There's gonna be a level 80 monster somewhere, and I don't want to deal with it at all, so we're gonna have to actually do the storyline again. That's probably our best bet. Sorry, Michael, but we are ready now. I managed to set up Riki with a little bit more defense, so he should be ready now. Well, okay. Ugh. Just when we thought the game was done with, too. Just when we thought it was done with, there's another area. And we are back in the Bionis' territory again, but a completely separate section.
Of the Bionis.
Yep.
It looks quite different from when we entered via the marsh.
The Bionis is regaining its biological functions.
Must be because Zanza woke it up.
Then we find Zanza and stop him.
Okay. Oh, we have one quest that we might be able to do. Those stores are still there. Vinaya is still here. So the replica model to your satisfaction. There's something I have not yet told you. There are 5 other prototypes in addition to the replica I gave you. I could make them if you had the time and necessary materials. What do you think? Would you like me to make them? Ooh, we already had Caterpie Silk. Whoa, there's so many different models. Suddenly there are 5 different Monados that could be made. All of those are collectible quests though that require us to defeat some stronger enemies, so I think we may just have to go and attack the Bionis. We don't really have a choice here. Fun fact, we can actually go back and do some of the side quests if we want to. I'm going to choose not to for the first little bit though. Okay. Okay. So this is where the Seleucia cells come from, so we have to fight everything in here. Looks like we have a reason to fight here now. Nice. And that's what the Seleucia cells come from. Ooh, we got some experience from that. Nice. Okay. Well, nice. Cool. Well, now that we know where to get the Seleucus cells, it looks like we're farming these guys. Highs for them. So these are some of the new enemies we can face if we want to, which is good. Now, we probably would have been at level 72 had it not been for that thing, but because we were able to, because we explored those landmarks, which I did want to explore in particular, by the way, despite not being at level 90 to explore them normally, because they were secret landmarks, and remember, landmarks give us experience. That's the last of the 3 flexible Seleucus cells. We better get them back to Colony 6. Oop. Okay, that's the first one. Ooh, we toppled him with that. Okay. Ooh, that's a new one. The Telefio White Wing, eh? Oh, we got an item. To be fair, I probably should have been using this a little bit more in my farming, which I might do a little bit more now of, since Ricky can now steal experience and get to the party immediately. Oh, we got a rare crystal. That's a new thing that we can get. That Heavenly Willow that you saw from the right has some rare crystals now we can pick up. So we have a new, so we have a new thing that we can get now in terms of items. We have rare crystals that can now be attained, and they can only be attained from the later areas of the game, and were opened up as pretty much as soon as we... They were pretty much opened up as soon as, we finished that core event from earlier. Okay. He already has Blake, so let's do this instead. Anytime I can daze them is really good. Alright. Good. Okay. Nice. Yeah. We're probably going to be using Ricky for quite a little bit longer this time, because to be fair, I did a lot of setting up with him, and I even got him some more experience that he can grab with Yoink, so we may as well use him while we can. We're doing a surprising amount of damage. That's probably because this is like our damage set or something. We're doing this instead, by the way, instead of dazing. Yeah, I did more damage than dazing him did. Okay. Nice. Looks like we gained a couple of levels for that. Alright, now what about the other stuff? There was one thing. I'm not, like I said, I'm very worried to do any quests in here because most of the enemies from one of the spots didn't really change things a lot. Like, there are so many quests that feel like that they could have something good, but at the same time, what if it ends up being a strong opponent? We don't really have a choice in matters here. So unless something else happens, we're actually going to try and advance the storyline, at least as far as we can before taking on the final battle. Okay, so this is the actual part of the Bionis interior. And holy crap, this is a lot bigger than we thought. Okay, so that was the storyline trigger here.
You look well, Your Highness.
Oh, it's Lorithia.
That voice. It's Lorithia. Show yourself.
Look at that. The heart of the Bionis. The pulsating life of Lord Zanza.
Quit your yapping and show yourself.
I await Your Highness here. There is something I wish to show you. Your friends are welcome to join you. That is, if they survive.
Lorithia, what are you planning?
Forget her for now. We must push on to the heart.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay. This is a huge, massive area we get to explore right now. Of course, now we're far enough to the storyline to finally have Fiora back in. All of the friendship requirement things have mostly been unlocked. But anyway, we have to continue through this storyline some more. In case you're wondering, I'm not worried about anything or worried about other stuff. I'm just more worried about the fact that if I try and do any of the quests, I might die because they were meant for level 75 and not 80. I'm still kind of wondering what to do. Well, regardless, we are still doing a lot of damage, so that's good. Okay, that's one of the flexible cells down. Okay, nice. More level ups. Hickey got so much experience from, I guess, just having the XP up that he's kind of gotten ahead of everyone by almost a whole level. That's fine. Oh, that... Oh, he started, having a... Okay, never mind, he died. That's always obnoxious when you go for the daze and find out that they have a defense against it, sort of. Okay. Well, this is an exploration video and a half now. We went from doing our stuff to doing our storyline to attempting to do side quests and failing to now we're exploring the interior of the Bionis. Okay. Well, that wasn't a good item to find, unfortunately. Sad to say. Oh, wow, there's a big opponent here. We're just gonna fight him with two, I don't care anymore. I've been so tired of just doing the same stuff, odd stuff, that I need some different battles to make things interesting. And also there's another guy attacking us from the back. Whoop. Can I just change targets? I can't, apparently. Oh, so that guy gave us a lock-on ability where... So that's what that does. He gives us a lockdown, and then all of a sudden he starts just attacking us. Also, I'm way too slow for this. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. Okay. It feels kind of silly that we went through all of that and then we're just killing ourselves here anyways. Okay. Right. I need some time to regroup here because I did not accept it to be that annoying. That lock-on was pretty annoying. So when an opponent does the lock-on ability, that means he's forcing you to attack him instead. That's annoying. By the way, I'm kind of being an idiot, by the way, by trying to go aggressive and keep with our party. I know we could use Shara, but I also don't want to. Just kill this stupid enemy before I get a lock on again. Alright, there we go. Now, if I could just flee here, I'm gonna figure out what to do. Oh, great. The one thing I could run to nearly ran me into another monster. Okay, this is ridiculous. Well, okay, well, you know what to do. So I've been doing this for quite a while now, but we have to put in Charla again. So my idea is to basically stick with the aggressive party for all the regular battles, but switch to Charla for the boss fights, which is whenever one of these big unique monsters comes into play. And we're gonna use this as well to fill the party gauge. I should have been using it more. Alright, now that he doesn't have his minions, we should hopefully be fine this time. My only problem was, yes, I did not have healing, so just because I had a bunch of stuff was veins. I initially was trying to do something else, but then I completely forgot. If I was that silly, I probably would have put Charla on from the very beginning. Okay, at least we dazed him. Oh, we got a lucky topple out of that. That helps out. I just noticed that ability I have right there, Yappy, is probably one of the best moves for him. Because that means we can get chain attacks a lot more frequently than other parties, which is good. Okay, let's do this. Try this again. Well, we turned this into a much funner fight now. I just also realized that Mickey's a lot more overpowered than I expected once he gets that happy ability up. Because we can literally just chain attack enemies non-stop. I don't know why I didn't think of having him sooner. Even if my chain attack is not set up right, it means that at least something's not too badass. Oh, we got double steel Salusa cells. I know that we need those for some kind of quest, so that may or may not have just finished off our quest. We'll see. Because remember, I'm still trying to complete Quality 6 stuff. We still have that to do, out of all things. No, I want to do this. Never mind. One more of each still. We're staying in this area at least until we can finish that part of it. So far, I've gone through pretty much killing every enemy in here. Now that I think of it, Ricky definitely seems like he has a sort of an exploit of some sorts, since his ability will instantly fill the Prodigy Garage. That means that we can use it to pretty much get more chain attacks off than what's normally possible. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this. It's hard to know who has a spike feint and who doesn't. Okay, that animation didn't finish, but oh well. Okay, that's a new item. Well, so this is both a new area and a new feint as well. I think, I will say that I think we found our new party leader for now. Shulk may have been good for a while, but I think Ricky is back in as the party leader now, just because of that. I completely forgot he has the ability too, because I've been just non-stop using the other characters that I've completely forgot about that. So I'll probably try and throw him in as assistant character again. If you were to get a Daze, that'd be absolutely amazing, because then she'd be in the back, but still though, it's not that I'm not forcing Shara to a party or anything, it's just Shara is probably the best safety party member there is for quite a while. But anyways, back to Fiora, I guess. Oh wait, oh! Ugh, that was quick. And suddenly all the unique monsters are appearing. We try and avoid the thing, and I literally just changed my party too, by the way, and now we're getting one unique monster after another. Well, now we know how to deal with them. Things shouldn't be much of a problem like they were last time, but it really just depends on whether or not they have some good stuff or not. Okay. We need to take out this guy first. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna inflict bleed on him and other stuff instead if we can't do other abilities. Okay. We're not on yet. This is just the beginning. Okay. Well, okay. I should have known, by the way, he looks similar to those monsters that had that other thing before, so good news. We have to deal normal damage to this guy, because if we end up toppling him at all, he does more damage back to us. In case you didn't already know, this enemy has an aura where when I topple him, he just deals damage back to me. Whoa. Okay. Looks like I can only use that once per battle. Still though, it could be used quite a bit by just going into a battle and then running. Good. I need experience. When I do some of my farming, I'm definitely gonna use Ricky a lot more than I expected, because I know that Ricky can farm experience like this. This is actually a lot more useful than I expected. Oh, we haven't seen this in a while. How about we just try and kill him instead? Yeah, see, already Charlotte has it covered. I'm just gonna do this. Gale Slash.
I'm on it. My rifle's getting hotter. Not so fast. Here we go. My turn. Head shaker. Not so fast. Leave it to hero form.
This is the best thing we could do now. Well, nice. Okay, we stopped that by killing him in that. We found a way through that without toppling him, since we couldn't really do that. We stole 2 items and quite a bit of experience, so Ricky's definitely a lot better than I expected. I'm guessing people are probably going to be very angry at me for not doing that earlier enough. Well, I guess I found my experience farm, and that means I have yet another strategy, I guess. Now that I think of it, maybe the storyline is not as good as I thought. Maybe going to level 80 is not a good idea. I mean, level, say, 5. Because imagine if I go too fast again, and then I end up dying to the idle boss. What'll happen? For this reason, I wanna do stuff. Whoa. This big Telefia keeps on moving us backwards, by the way. He has not done AP once, by the way. I heard Ricky can steal AP as well as experience as well, but from the looks of it, he's only stolen experience so far at the moment. Okay. I'm not sure if you saw that, but Ricky was actually upset for a little bit. I've actually never seen him upset before. Some of the other characters I know look a little bit different when they're upset, but not him. Okay. Ugh. That's annoying. That's annoying. The one time I try to use my aura, he uses a knockback attack at the last second. Okay, this is more brutal than I expected. What kind of unluckiness is this? A normal monster, really, after all this, is trying to kill us? We didn't have problems with the other one, yet now all of a sudden this Telefia wants to kill us so badly. Ugh. Finally, let's get away from this stinking thing in that case. And then as soon as we can, kill it so that we don't have to deal with it again. Holy crap, that monster is annoying. It's like a... Now I really want to kill it. Let's try and lure it down as soon as we can, because holy crap, I hate that thing so much. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna kill that Telethia. The thing needs to die. This thing has been causing me a little bit too agitated now. I'm not saying it like somewhere else, like, yeah. And it's not just that the other battle was bad from that. It's straight up this enemy is just straight up annoying. Well, we're definitely going into that guy with a full chain attack power when the time does come. Okay, well, Alright, well, we killed that guy easily now, finally, but still. I'm still quite annoyed at that battle, so I'm actually gonna save my progress and figure out what to do from there. Well, that is going to be it for now, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video where we continue trying to go towards the main storyline objective, and I guess try to do some side quests at the same time, though it's really hard when kind of behind in levels, so we'll be, I guess, attempting to grind some levels in the next video. And until then, see you guys in the next video. Peace.